All right. Week 12, day 2. So today I did my dynamic warm-up and did my maxes. So today I did overhead press and deadlifts, and then I plan on doing bench and pull-ups and chin-ups on Friday. Not too shabby. Almost got 325 on bench, but kind of got stalled and got a little extra help, so can't really quite count it. Overhead press was okay. Did I think 185, but had to put a slight dip in with my knees just to kind of get that start of momentum. I think maybe I could do like 135 if it was a strict press, but probably not 185. I'd like to work up to being able to do like 205 with maybe like a push press. Maybe 225 with a push press, and then like 185 is like a strict press, but we'll see. Those are goals and aspirations for later times. As far as what we covered over today, we did hyperbaria or high pressure under the sea. So we covered the different types of diving, snorkeling, which is near the surface, less pressure, free diving, no O2 access, no bubbles, allows for interaction with some of the sea life, scuba diving, long time due to the access of O2, and then rebreathers. As far as rebreathers go, the military I know uses them because it's limited time and limited depth, but you don't have any excess air bubbles. Your O2 pressure for those long periods of times, though, can cause seizures. So that's one of the differences as far as types of like diving methods. For every 33 feet underwater, the doubled atmospheric pressure, the atmospheric pressure is doubled. So at 33 feet, we have 2 atmospheres. At 66, we have 3. At 99, we have 4, and so on and so forth. And then we talked about Henry's law to diving. Coming up too fast causes the blood to boil, and can also be called the bends or decompression sickness, which will also cause like bubbles in like the synovial joints and stuff like that as well. And then we also went over Martin's law. If you breathe too much nitrogen in, you would begin to feel dizzy, which give you like a drunk, or Martini's law. You'll begin to feel drunk. Every 50 feet is like 1 martini. And they also call it rapture of the deep. Let's see, trying to think what else here. So as far as like how that kind of plays into a role when it comes to exercise, like obviously when we have higher pressure on our bodies, we're not going to have as much lung capacity. Our lungs are kind of squeezed down, so it's harder to actually breathe in. We can't breathe in as much oxygen, even if we have an oxygen tank. That's one of the things that can kind of be inhibited during diving, during underwater. It's super important to minimize energy consumption, which is why like a lot of professional divers use those super long fins, is so they barely have to wiggle like their feet to create forward movement. As far as how it applies to me, I mean, I'm not a super aquatic person. I like swimming, but I'm definitely not a diver. So now I know we only have Friday left, and then we got 1 week off to where we can kind of study and stuff like that. So that'll be super, super helpful. I'll probably record a video on Friday. Won't really cover anything new since we've covered all of our content now. But I'll just kind of talk about my maxes a little bit more and then kind of explain how I think I'm going to try to do my videos when I add them in.